All right, so we're talking book review coming up, and this is really cool. I love this. I love the idea, the message behind the story.
Yeah, normally we don't do a ton of book reviews here on Life.Style.Live, but we want to call to your attention about a book entitled Timmy is Resilient. The children's story released this year is being hailed as a great teaching tool.
Yeah, the book by Patty Dema is filled with what are described as self-calming tools to help children when they're going through a tough day. Listen to what a preschool teacher said when recommending Timmy is Resilient to other educators. I introduced this book to the full class last month. I have since reread it and referred to it when individual children are feeling upset or anxious.
Patty Dema is a nationally certified trainer who teaches seminars on how adverse childhood experiences can traumatize us. Her book, Timmy is Resilient, is a terrific resource to teach children to bounce back after tough times. A fun story about a young boy and his friends working through a hard day.
In Timmy's story, he hears a loud noise and it really scares him. So he can't sleep. Then he can't eat breakfast. And now he feels rotten, and his mom makes him go to school. And so now he's in school feeling horrible, right? So everyone's been there. Even as adults, we've been at work just with our heads in a different place. And if we were all taught these skills and tips and tricks, we might be able to get ourselves a little more grounded before we showed up for school or work.
One of the things that really resonated with me is the fact that your book is illustrated by a 10-year-old. Tell me about that process.
Patty put out a query to a Facebook group she's a part of, seeking a young illustrator. Soon she was collaborating with young Cameron Moss.
Each time I opened a page from her, I just was so delighted. It was like opening gifts. It really was opening gifts. And every page on this book, really, I feel the emotion. She was really able to grab that, and there's no way I would have been able to do it without her.
What's your goal with this book? Where do we go from here?
Right. So I would like the book to get out into all the hands of young children, young families, educators, and if not the book itself, just let's start recognizing that kids are going through hard times and that we're not going to wait until they're 13 and say, uh-oh, they're misbehaving, let's get them counseling, or even 8-year-olds and they can't concentrate on, serious educational topics. Let's understand that trauma and toxic stress really affects the brain, but so do positive experiences and resiliency tools.
Timmy is Resilient by Patty Dema and illustrated by Cameron Moss is available wherever books are sold.
I found it on Amazon this morning for $14.99. It's at Barnes & Noble for the same price. And it really is a neat, useful tool.